Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Ron Rose PI. This is where I review cases from when I was a police officer and a private investigator. And I review videos and I tell stories about old cases and a little bit of everything. I just try to create a little bit of a break for anybody and everybody who just wants to check in for a few minutes and just leave the world behind and relax and forget about their problems and just listen to a story about an old case. Or like I'm going to review a video here. I was watching this video and really hesitant about whether I should opine on this or not, but I kind of have to, because I have to be fair. Look, I'm a former police officer. This particular situation in pursuits, I've been in lots and lots, and almost every police officer has. I have to be fair though, because I can't just say, the police officers are always right and the bad guys are always wrong. That is completely unfair, and I can't do that. I can't do that. That's not fair. This particular circumstance, you know what? I always have the same attitude about every shooting. I wasn't there. I don't know, because you know what? When you're not there, it's really difficult to feel and know and be in the moment, because all of that, believe it or not, all of that really matters. It just does. But this was a shooting I didn't particularly understand or agree with, but that's just me, and I'm really nobody because I wasn't there, and it's not for me to say right or wrong. I wasn't on the shooting board. I wasn't at the scene. I don't know what their department policy is. I personally would have done things differently. But I wanted to show it and let everybody decide. I mean, I read a lot of the comments, and there's a lot of different comments. Some people were just making jokes about it. It's never funny when someone loses their life. I don't care if they're a good guy or a bad guy. They had a mother somewhere, and they may have a wife and children somewhere. So you know what? It's never funny. It's never something to joke about. It's kind of, it'd really be nice if people would just stop making jokes about things like this, because it's not funny. It really isn't. So I'm going to play the video. I cut it down. It's kind of a longer video, but I cut it way down because it's really just a short part that needs to be talked about, or at least that I wanted to comment on. So please just watch it and try to be fair, try to understand both sides. Right now, he was pulled over prior to this, the video, the picture you're looking at right now. This gentleman was pulled over. The officer walked up to his window. She asked him to roll down the window and turn off the engine. He refused to do either. He wouldn't roll down the window. He wouldn't turn off the engine. And he was just giving her a little bit of grief. And she tried to maintain her professionalism, and he tried to talk to the guy, but he wouldn't talk. And then he just took off. She asked him to turn the car off. He just took off. So they've caught up to him. They caught up to him here. This is where he's at now, where they caught up to him. And so I'm going to play the video. They've ordered him several times to drop the keys. I guess it looks like he's holding the keys outside the car. They've ordered him several times to drop the keys. So this is where we've taken up. He's already evaded. So he's already on the hook for evading a police officer. And I imagine there's probably more than a couple of units there by now, because, whenever somebody evades, there's a few units that show up. But this is the visual that we have so far. So he's once again stopped. They're behind him. They're ordering him out of the car. And so this is where I'm going to turn the video on. Here we go.
Step out of the vehicle. Do it now. Step out of the vehicle. Do it now. You ready to move up? He's got his hands up. Keep your hands out. Keep your hand. Put your hand up. Put your hand up. Put your hand up. Do it now. Put your hands out that car now. Put your hands out the car. Both her. 32. He is in going into the opposite lanes of traffic. Don't you do it! Don't you do it!
Okay, and then it just goes back to I guess this is the dash cam view. That was the officer's body cam view that we just watched, and this is the dash cam view from the patrol car. Now, really, like I said, I don't know what this is Arlington Police Department in Texas. I don't know. I don't know what their department policy is. I've been in that situation lots and lots of times in pursuits. I cannot ever imagine a car in a cul-de-sac, stuck in a cul-de-sac, and parking my car and getting out of the car while the other vehicle is still moving. That to me, I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't there, but I cannot just be pro police and police are always correct, because look, police officers make mistakes too. And in my opinion, not that it matters to anybody, but it's my channel. You tuned into my channel for my opinion. So my opinion is this guy made a big mistake. And I don't know if he got past the shooting board. I don't know if he got fired. I don't know what. I read some of the comments and it looks like he actually got fired, which in my opinion, he should have gotten fired. That to me was a completely bad shoot. And that guy, unfortunately, lost his life for no reason. You don't ever, why would somebody get out of a car? This guy's already hasn't obeyed you've given him, 100 verbal commands. He's not listening to you. He doesn't care. He's argumentative at best, passively argumentative, and he's not listening to anything. He's evaded your instructions, and he's evaded you as a police officer and your authority twice. So he goes into a cul-de-sac. He looked like he was doing about 5 miles an hour. And you get out of the car, and then because he's only got one way out, he's already displayed to you that he's not going to stop for you. You get out of the car, and because he's got one way out, and it looked like, to me, I don't know, I wasn't there, but it looked to me like he was just going to roll right on past. And this officer starts yelling, "Don't you do it." Don't you do what? Don't do what? It looked like the guy was rolling past it didn't even look like he had his foot on the gas pedal. It looked like, you know how cars, when you're in a cul-de-sac, you hit the brake and you turn around. It didn't even look like he put his foot back on the gas pedal. It looked like he was kind of just idling out of there. And this guy drops him. He dumps him right in the front seat with a bunch of rounds. So, like I said, I wasn't there. I'm not casting aspersions on anybody's character. But you know what? You have to, I personally, you want to come to my channel, I'm going to tell you the way I see it. I just am, because we've all made mistakes, and I really, in my heart, I believe that this was a mistake and it was a bad shoot. I really do. Now, was he in fear for his life? Well, he probably was, because he's standing in front of a car that's coming towards him. I get it. But why would you get out of your car? Why not stay behind the guy? There's probably, I don't know, I wasn't there, but there's probably 3 or 4, maybe even 5 units behind you. Just box him in and talk to him for a while. Talk him out of the car. It didn't look like he was violent at all. It didn't look like he was, I didn't hear him yelling or cursing. He was just like, "Hey, look, man, I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to do what I want to do." That's what I heard him saying. "Look, why do I have to do that? I haven't done anything wrong. I'm doing this." So I don't know. I hate repeating myself, but gosh darn it, man. Somebody lost their life. And I really, really think in this particular circumstance, I believe that depending on what their department policy is, I don't know. But depending on their department policy, it looks like to me that was a questionable shoot. Was he in fear for his life? Well, yeah, if a car's coming towards you, yes, you're in fear for your life. I get that. And the adrenaline is pumping, and you've been yelling at this guy for a few minutes already. He's not complying with any of your directions. But why would you get out of the car? Why? Why would you get out of the car? Stay in your car, stay behind him. You got all day. Nobody got hurt. I don't know what this stop was about. I don't know if it was just like a traffic violation or what. I don't know. But it would seem to me that if he was like a homicide suspect or an armed robbery suspect or something, that they would have stated that on the video in the beginning. If it was a simple traffic stop, then somebody lost their life over a simple traffic stop. Justified, not justified, it's really questionable. It really, really is. Personally, I would not have gotten out of the car. That's just me. You guys decide for yourselves, but please, you know what? Because I'm a training officer, I'm the training director of my company, and I keep officers safe or try to keep them safe. So I review a lot of videos like this. Please, you guys, don't put down comments like it's a joke. Somebody lost their life here. That's not funny. It's not funny. Really, please don't make a joke out of this. You know what? That guy's got a mother somewhere. You know what? So really, just try to be respectful and be respectful of the police officers as well. Anyway, talk too much. Thank you very much. If you like my stuff, check into my channel. Check into my channel and take a break from life for a few minutes. Watch a video, listen to a case file, or watch a video. I do video reviews like this because I try to keep people safe. I try to make sense out of turmoil and chaos. But I appreciate it. Thank you very much, everybody, for your support. If you like it, you know, hit the like button and subscribe and all that. And if you don't, then go to somebody else's channel. That's all I can tell you. I appreciate it. Hopefully you're all safe and you're all well. And it's Thanksgiving 2021. That's this week. So hopefully you all have a good Thanksgiving. And hopefully you're safe and well wherever you are in the world, whatever time of day or night it is. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.